The Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel's Preps Plus is brought to you by Boston Store, brands you love, quality and value you deserve. Buy, Pick and Save, new every day. Buy Freighter and the Medical College of Wisconsin with 3 hospitals, over 25 locations, and more than 2,000 doctors. Find one close to you. Buy Robert Hack Diamonds, paying cash for gold, silver, and diamonds at Robert Hack Diamonds. Buy Bryant and Stratton College. Start college this October. Enroll now for accelerated 7.5-week courses. Classes start October 30th. And buy Menards. Save big money at Menards on all your home improvement needs.
Hi, and welcome to Preps Plus and Pewaukee High School, home of the Pirates, and of course, home to our Team of the Week. I'm Lance Allen, and you're not Mark Stewart.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
This is Mark Stewart, prep editor of the Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel. In addition to honoring the Pirates boys soccer team, we're going to see some of the area's top tennis talent in action. Of course, we've got plenty of football highlights on the way, but we're going to start with a young man from overseas who's making a big impact right here in Wisconsin.
Big Bad Brad Preeter introduces us to our Boston Store featured student athlete.
Getting accustomed to life in America was a challenge for John Ozbalkan. John, who last year moved from Istanbul, Turkey to attend Wayland Academy in Beaver Dam, definitely went through an adjustment period.
It's like the first time I'm going away from my family, so I was a little homesick at the beginning. But I was playing soccer in the school, and the people here always helped me to get through. But now I'm feeling like I'm at home.
He really was down and I think a little homesick at the beginning, but he got into sports and he really worked very hard to improve when he started to see the connection between his work in the classroom and his participation in sports.
John, his name is spelled with a C, which is pronounced like a J in Turkish, came to the U.S. to get the best education possible. Coaches at Wayland were happy to see his athletic skills too.
In one of our first games, he scored 3 goals right off the bat, and then the following game was 7 goals. And we kind of put the pieces together to figure out, okay, well, this kid's got a knack, got a talent for the game.
Ozbalkan made his presence felt immediately, earning Midwest Classic Conference Player of the Year honors in his first season at Wayland. After a somewhat rocky start this season, John and his teammates stepped it up as the season progressed. Ozbalkan scored 5 of his team's 7 goals, all in the second half, in a come-from-behind win this past week at Living Word Lutheran.
It's not like me scoring 5 goals or some other guy assisting 3 times. It's just like all the team stepped up their game. So we had a chance to score 7 goals in 40 minutes, which is incredible.
Following that win, Ozbalkan was the state's leading goal scorer, while close friend Sinue Espinoza led Wisconsin in assists.
I knew he had an amazing talent, and I'm a central midfielder, so I knew that if I assisted him well, I knew he could finish.
John is well respected not just for what he's done for sports, but for the school overall here at Wayland. And one of the things people seem to like about him the most is the fact that he's a star athlete who doesn't act like one. Humble and family-oriented, John talks to his older brother on the phone before every match. On his shoes, he has written the dates his grandparents passed away. It's one of many ways John thinks of others before himself.
He'll never tell you how good he is. He'll just let you know how good you are.
Also a first-team all-conference choice in basketball as a junior, John has expanded his school involvement far beyond sports. He's the senior class president and the editor of the Wayland News Today video program.
He really is what we want as a Wayland student, I think, because he's involved in multiple different areas.
John's goal in coming to the U.S. was to attend college here as well, and education is job one for him. Playing a sport in college would be great too, and it may be just a matter of getting the right coach to take notice.
It was hard at the first time. It's like they were talking who's that coming from another country, like came here at junior year. Nobody noticed at all. But now it's kind of just improving, trying to improve myself for next level coaches.
Coming out of Wayland, he's going to be prepared for life after high school. It's a matter of finding out what's the best fit for him after his life at Wayland.
Istanbul, Turkey is 8 hours ahead of Central Time, so John says when he calls his family, he usually calls late at night which is early morning over there.
Now here's Connie Ballwig from Boston Store presenting John his award.
On behalf of Boston Store, I am proud to present you with the Preps Plus Student Athlete of the Week Award. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah! Woo! John. Yeah!
Coming up on Preps Plus is Robert Hack Diamond's Team of the Week.
If you have young kids, we know how hard it can be to raise them and go to college. That's why Bryant and Stratton College offers a wonderful solution, our Children's College. It's a safe, friendly, nurturing environment right on campus where your children can learn basic educational foundations while you're in class, so you can stop worrying and really focus on your studies. The Children's College at Bryant and Stratton College. Now you can earn your college degree and take great care of your family too. Call now.
Imagine you're diagnosed with something serious. How far would you go to find the best treatments, the best doctors? 100 miles? 1,000? How about right in your neighborhood? With Freighter and the Medical College of Wisconsin's Health Network, renowned physicians and breakthrough treatments are practically outside your door. 3 hospitals, over 25 locations, and more than 2,000 doctors, all connected to the region's only academic medical center. Now what is possible is closer than ever. Call to find the right doctor for you.
Save big money during the Menards Great Lighting Sale. Get a unique look with Patriot Lighting. The Kathleen 2-light ceiling light with a noble bronze finish and frosted opal glass is $38. Or add more light with the Megan 9-light chandelier. It comes in an artisan bronze finish, just $114. And while you're here, stock up on all your electrical needs, from light bulbs to electrical boxes and more. We have everything you need at the lowest prices.
Save big money at Menards.
Welcome back to Pewaukee High School on the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel's Preps Plus. You know, Lance, as we tape this episode, we are in the second to last week of the high school football regular season.
Mark, time really does fly. Here's Scott Babler as well as Matt Queen with the Bryant and Stratton College Preps Plus highlights.
It's always a big game when the state's top-ranked team pays a visit, and there's even more at stake tonight for Germantown. If they can knock off Homestead, they'll tie for first place in the North Shore Conference. Problem is, the Highlanders like that top spot all by themselves, and they showed it early in this one. First quarter, Jack Pop gets behind the secondary, and Nick Allen finds him with his perfect toss, 38 yards in all, 7-0. On to the second, and the Eric Wade show kicks into high gear. Here he takes it right up the gut, a 20-yarder, Homestead by 2 scores. Then right before half, it's Wade again. He takes a solid hit, but still crosses the goal line. 21-zip Highlanders at the break. But the Warhawks take flight in the fourth. Dwayne Lawhorn Jr. rolls and spots a wide-open Nick Holcomb. The Homestead lead is cut to 7, but the D2 defending state champs respond. Wade muscles his way to his 3rd touchdown of the night. He ran for 154 yards in all. Down 14, G-Town adds a late score on this Nathan Walters grab, but the Highlanders hang on 28-20 and gain at least a share of their 13th straight conference title.
Our O-line and our offense is cooking pretty good. Our defense is doing great. I think we're doing pretty well. We're getting fired up for the playoffs. I think we could make a pretty big run, maybe go back to state again.
Going into Friday night's action, there are 5 teams in the Greater Metro Conference within a game of first place. Menomonee Falls is 4-1, and for them it's simple. Win your final 2 games of the season and guarantee yourselves a share of the conference championship. But the Spartans from Brookfield East came to town a game back and clinging to title hopes of their own. And they got on the board first. Zach D'Amico reads the read option perfectly. 35 yards through the Falls defense, and it's 7-0 Brookfield East. We're tied at 7 with under 2 minutes until halftime when the Indians' Bryce McMurtry busts off the biggest play of the night, a 78-yard touchdown run to give Menomonee Falls a 14-7 halftime advantage. Third quarter, and East responds. D'Amico with the deep ball to Will Sutton for 48 yards. The two would connect a few plays later for the touchdown, and it's 14 apiece. To the fourth, Falls inches from the lead, and Christian Almonte takes them there. Falls back on top, 20-14. East gets the ball back and starts marching, but it's the turning point in the ball game. Fumble on the snap, and Falls recovers it. Tom Paul making the big play and the return, setting up Almonte. 6-yard run this time. Menomonee Falls wins 29-21, setting up next week's Greater Metro Conference Championship game, Marquette at Menomonee Falls.
Our goal has always been to have a banner in the gym with a 13 on it as being seniors, and to win that game next week would mean everything.
The Southeast Conference race came down to 2 teams, and they went head-to-head on Friday night.
It's time to check out those highlights, and it's also time to welcome a new sponsor to Preps Plus. Here's Brad Preeter with the Menards Game of the Week.
In just its second season of varsity competition, Indian Trail High School had the chance to win its first Southeast Conference championship. Standing in the Hawks' way, the high-powered Franklin Sabres. Both teams come in 5-0 in conference and looking to secure the league championship. Aside from their giant inflatable hawk, Indian Trail has a real hawk mascot as well. Squirrels beware. The Hawks needed to be aware of Franklin QB Sean McGuire, who keeps the ball and puts his team on top 7-0 in the closing seconds of the first quarter. Early second quarter, Zach Giannakis goes up top and puts the ball on the money to Alex Kirpin. 31 yards, game tied at 7. The packed house in Kenosha loves it. But Sean McGuire will quiet the home crowd, rolling and hitting Nick Plath for the touchdown. Those two would be a potent combination. In fact, they hook up again before halftime, this time heading the other direction. Plath gets a foot down inbounds. It's 21-7 Sabres at the break as they try to put a damper on Indian Trail's homecoming celebration. The Hawks drive to open the third quarter, but Alec Jakubowski puts an end to that. It's the first of 2 picks Jakubowski collected deep in Sabre territory. Fourth quarter, check out the run by Zach Giannakis. Don't mix him up with Zach Galifianakis. Nothing silly here, those were serious moves. 56 yards, Hawks within 7. Now trailing 28-14 late, Giannakis will find Michael Roach for the touchdown, and this thing is far from over. Indian Trail gets the ball back and drives again in the final minute, but this time Kyle Cortez flies in for the interception. Franklin wins it 28-21 to earn its spot atop the Southeast Conference.
That's been our talk all week, seeing on the conference. I mean, it's just our number 1 goal and our number 2 goal, number 1 goal is safe.
So much hard work, so much sacrifice, so much blood, so much sweat, so much tears, and it all goes into this game, and it feels better than amazing. It feels great.
Coming up, we'll have highlights of one of the area's top tennis sectionals coming up. And if you missed the story that Mark Stewart did, the column on the anonymous tennis racket donation to the Bayview Tennis Program, you'll want to go online and check that out.
Just log on to jsonline.com to read that story and much more. Stick around, we'll be right back.
Good timing is a tricky business. A bell doesn't ring when the fruit is ripe. At Pick and Save, time equals freshness. You can taste it in the produce we source, the beef we grind fresh in our stores, and in the products we bake daily. Getting the timing right. Every minute, every hour, every meal. Pick and Save. New every day.
Who do you trust when selling your gold, silver, and diamonds? Robert Hack Diamonds was secret shopped by the media, and they found out that Robert Hack Diamonds offer the most for their jewelry. At Robert Hack Diamonds, we'll treat you like family. Shop around before you sell. If we can't beat a competitor's offer on your scrap gold, we'll give you $20 just for trying.
Bring your gold, I will get you some money.
Robert Hack Diamonds is located at 76 in Layton and Greenfield, and our newest location on the corner of Green Tree and Port Washington Road in Glendale.
What would make your doctor, your everyday doctor, an extraordinary everyday doctor? Well, if they're part of Freighter and the Medical College of Wisconsin's Health Network, that's exactly what they'd be. Why? Because your doctor would be connected to the region's only academic medical center, and so would you. Renowned specialists, more treatment options only academic medicine can offer. We have over 200 primary care doctors in more than 20 locations, so there's bound to be one close. Call to find the right doctor for you.
As a multi-sport athlete and an active member of the community, Micah Hyde is always kept busy.
The Packers rookie defensive back is our guest as Pick and Save presents From Preps to Pros.
Micah Hyde grew up in a single-parent home, but he says he had additional support outside the home.
Yeah, I'm sure it was hard on my mom, at times, raising us kids, but, my friends' parents were, they were always there for me and my brother and my sister and all that stuff. So, I kind of didn't have a father figure, but in the household, but, around with all my friends, their dads, stuff like that, it couldn't have been any better.
A standout athlete, Hyde says his football coach, Tom Grine, also the high school principal, was an inspiration to him.
Growing up, I kind of looked up to him. Obviously, I wanted to play, football for him. And when I got there, he was real hard on me at first. Just real hard on me, and maybe do the correct things. And after a while, I kind of saw what he was doing, and I really appreciated it. And to this day, I talk to him a lot, and he asks me how I'm doing and all that stuff. So.
Hyde never missed a game at the University of Iowa, where, as part of a class, he created a foundation to help kids.
It was called the Imagine Foundation, and we collected a whole bunch of sporting equipment, and we gave it to the local Boys and Girls Club in Cedar Rapids, so that was pretty awesome.
Micah sets short-term and long-term goals for himself. The latter would include making a big impact in the NFL, bigger than might be expected of a fifth-round draft choice.
Do the best I can with anything, and just like, for example, make it to the NFL. It's obviously a childhood dream, and it's a long time goal, but that's definitely not it. I want to come here, and I want to put my foot down and make a name for myself.
Hyde says being a pro largely has to do with the way he conducts himself off the field.
And I went to Iowa, so there's a lot of fan support, but every day here at practice, there's a bunch of people out here, they're watching every step you do, and obviously there's a lot of kids who you're a role model and stuff like that. And I've had that in the past, but you're just on a bigger scale now. It's the NFL, and with a lot of the social networks and stuff like that, you got to watch what you say, watch what you do. People are always watching, and people are always, there's a phone right in their pocket that they could film or text or anything that you're doing.
The 2013 season has been an amazing one for the boys soccer team here at Pewaukee.
April Boblin finds out what's behind the Pirates' success as we honor the Robert Hack Diamonds Team of the Week.
Humble usually isn't a word associated with Pirates, but the Pewaukee boys soccer team is just that.
We set our goals early in the year and just sort of benchmarking them and checking them as we go, and then realizing, holy cow, what we sort of kind of have accomplished and stumbled upon. And one of them wasn't to be undefeated, it was just to, and it's sort of an indirect goal that sort of kind of happened. And it's not a goal, but just sort of a byproduct of kind of what happens.
Yeah, it's awesome, but it also puts a lot of pressure on us because a lot of teams are aiming for us. We're like the #1 threat, so every team's looking to beat us, but we just gotta keep playing hard.
Securing the Woodland Conference Championship with a win against Tosa West means that these Pirates are able to focus on what's still to come.
Win one more game. That's our theme this year. Our theme was to do one more of everything. So to be playing on Saturday, to be playing our best soccer at the end of the week, because the state tournament always ends on Saturday. Tournaments during the year typically have championships on Saturday. So we measure our benchmark of week by week where we are at the end of the week. And that's the theme, do one more thing better. And then hopefully adding up all those in the end will get us to where we want to go. So it's been working so far.
We were motivated from the loss from Mountain Horeb last year, and we played in the first game this year and beat them. It was just motivation. Try to get a tougher non-conference schedule this year, and we took care of business in that. And then in conference, we took care of business too.
Our #1 team goal is to win state and to go to state. And as a senior captain especially, that would mean the world to me.
Having a taste of success by winning Conference 3 of the last 4 years, these guys are ready to bring home that state trophy.
To me, it mean the world. Been on the team 4 years, so I know what it's like to lose in playoffs, especially since all 4 years of high school. We've been top in conference and I've gotten the first seed every year, and we haven't made it to state until last year, and we didn't win. But this year, I think it's the year we have a special group of guys, a strong group of seniors, and underclassmen are really good. So I think this will be the year, but who knows?
Well, I think it would mean a lot, not only to me, but to Pewaukee, the town, the community, to the players. It would just be real good recognition for us.
Congratulations, Pewaukee, for being the Robert Hack Diamonds Team of the Week and for an outstanding undefeated season.
Hold Tight will hold serve at a local tennis sectional.
That's coming up next on Preps Plus.
Today, advancing your education and earning a college degree can be more valuable than ever. That's why going to Bryant and Stratton College can be such a smart move. They ask employers what they really want and provide the personal instruction in small classes and real-world experience through internships to help their students become career ready. For over 155 years, Bryant and Stratton College has been helping students get the quality education they need for the future they want. So call now and start a great future today.
For every product, there's a window of opportunity. The right time to catch it, cut it, pick it, and bake it. At Pick and Save, that's why we continuously stock and prepare fresh foods in our stores daily, getting the timing right. Every minute, every hour, every meal. Pick and Save. New every day.
Who do you trust when buying your jewelry? Brad Yolberg here, and I can tell you at Robert Hack Diamonds, we will treat you fair and like family. We have thousands of diamonds in stock, thousands of pieces of jewelry, and prices from under $50 to over $50,000. Come to Robert Hack Diamonds for a relaxed and enjoyable jewelry buying experience. Shop around before you buy. Robert Hack Diamonds is located at 76th and Layton and Greenfield, and our new location on the corner of Green Tree and Port Washington Road in Glendale.
Come to Robert Hack Diamonds.
Save big money during the Menard Day sale. Right now, all Hickory hardware is on sale. With over 1,100 items and 9 finishes, you're sure to find the right piece for your decor. The Conquest knob is just $189, and the 3-inch kite pole is only $289. Keep everyday life going with Energizer batteries. Choose from 10 packs of double or AAA, 4 packs of C or D, or 2 packs of 9 volts, $4.95 each.
Save big money at Menards.
Did you know approximately half of youth pitchers report some level of elbow or shoulder pain at least once during the season? Joining us is Dr. William Rosh, orthopedic surgeon, director of sports medicine at the Froedtert and the Medical College of Wisconsin Sports Medicine Center, and team physician for the Milwaukee Brewers. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
There are a lot of all-stars out there and wannabe all-stars out there among the little leaguers. Tell us, what are some of the biggest mistakes you see for kids who are throwing?
Probably for the young kids, it's just throwing too much. Shoulder, elbow, we're never designed to throw baseballs the way we do today, and you can create overuse injuries. So just backing off on the number of pitches they throw oftentimes takes care of the problem.
Let's talk about treatment. What are some things they can do if they are injured?
Well, first off, you stop the throwing, and that doesn't mean stopping baseball altogether, but maybe going to first base or just swinging the bat. If that doesn't work, then there's physical therapy to strengthen the shoulder and strengthen the elbow. Finally, you can do motion analysis to see what they're doing wrong, or surgery if you can't make them better with those things.
All right, Dr. Rosh, thanks so much for being with us.
My pleasure.
To learn more about the Froedtert and the Medical College of Wisconsin Sports Medicine Center, visit froedtert.com/sports.
The excellent fall weather we've had continued for those tennis players who hit the court this week.
Scott Babler takes us to what promised to be a hotly contested sectional in the Preps Plus Spotlight.
On paper, this is the girls' Oconomowoc sectional. In reality, this could be called the state championship. With Wisconsin powerhouses Homestead and Arrowhead in the same sectional and just one team advancing, the stakes were very high. One given for the Highlanders is the play of the state's top-ranked player, Elizabeth Conan. Looking to stay unbeaten, she made quick work of Arrowhead's Emily Colbaugh in the singles final. Here in the far court, she uses the entire surface with the pinpoint winner right at us. She won the first set 6-1. Finally, on match point, Conan goes to the forehand for this rocket winner. She takes the set 6-love and runs her season record to 25-0.
I mean, it's definitely a confidence booster because I played really well. So, yeah, I'm really happy with the win, and it was a good match, and I'm glad I pulled it out.
Outside of the Big Two, there were strong performances by other schools. Cedarburg got a big boost from Jennifer Skonechny in the third-place matchup. Facing Nicole Mailer of Tosa West, Jennifer in the far court with perfect placement on this return. Skonechny took the first set 6-4. The second set went to a tiebreaker. On match point, Mailer can't handle this volley. Skonechny wins 6-4, 7-6. A nice tune-up for state tourney action next week.
Yeah, it was really tough. We are about equal players, so we just kept hitting a bunch of tough rallies, and we had basically every game went to deuce.
The match of the day may have been the doubles final between Homestead and Kettle Moraine. Marty Marar and Katya Mikolenko got the Highlanders off to a great start, winning the first set 6-4. But the laser duo of Haley Reynolds and Maddie Struncy stormed back in the second set. Here's Struncy with lightning reflexes on this return. Kettle Moraine took the second set 6-4. But in the third, Marty and Katya showed why they're 28-1 on the season. Marar with this wicked overhead smash. They roll in the final set 6-love. As a team, the Highlanders edge out Arrowhead once again to capture the sectional crown, and they'll head to Madison later this month to try for their 6th straight state championship.
It takes the entire team. We knew that coming into this, that the competition with Arrowhead, Kettle Moraine was going to be good. So every girl knew that they had a job to do, and they surely did it for us today.
Thanks for tuning in this week.
And best of luck to all the area athletes who are already in the postseason. That's a wrap for this week. I'm Lance Allen.
And I'm Mark Stewart. We'll see you next week on Preps Plus.
The Milwaukee Journal-Sentinel's Preps Plus is brought to you by Boston Store. Brands you love, quality and value you deserve. Buy, Pick and Save. New every day. Buy Freighter the Medical College of Wisconsin with 3 hospitals, over 25 locations, and more than 2,000 doctors. Find one close to you. Buy Robert Hack Diamonds. Paying cash for gold, silver, and diamonds at Robert Hack Diamonds. Buy Bryant and Stratton College. Start college this October. Enroll now for accelerated 7.5-week courses. Classes start October 30th. And buy Menards. Save big money at Menards on all your home improvement needs.